Hey guys, it's Nichole Eaton with the Rock Your Soul book and podcast, where we talk about how to hack your mindset, grow your intuition, and live your best life. You can support this podcast by subscribing, leaving a positive review, and screenshot and sharing on social media. Hey guys, another unannounced live. So I guess this is what I'm doing these days. But hopefully you're able to catch a replay. Let me know that you're on the replay, or maybe just it's in pure synchronicity that you're listening to me live. Whatever the case might be, I want to make this a regular habit. I'm trying to grow my YouTube, so I figured what better way than to connect with you guys to just talk about like the energy of the week, to talk about what's going on this week, to talk about just how are we going to cultivate this energy of feeling really, really good. And so, of course, I was like, okay, for last February, what is March going to be? And somebody, I believe it was my dear friend Keith Granger, put out Move Forward March. I love that. I was thinking this morning, I was like, manifest March, but you know what? I don't think this is the energy to push too hard in. I don't know how y'all's full moon was, but this full moon on my end, I felt very, I had a lot of physical anxiety, which is not typically my thing. I don't usually feel anxious, but I know for a lot of people and a lot of clients were messaging me what's going on. But this full moon was really intense. It was a very intense energy. And I think for a lot of people, and drop up below if you guys felt like that physical energy of it, because it was such an intense moon. Intense doesn't mean bad. Intense can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't mean bad. And I think the thing that we have to recognize is that some intense energy needs to be waded through, not pushed or forced through. So if you felt that energy this weekend and you're still trying to get your bearings going into this week, I highly, highly suggest you use today specifically to get some good energy clearing going. It is the beginning of March. Rabbit, we're sending all good luck, all good vibes to you. But today I really would love for you, in this week in general, it feels like a really reflective energy. So if you're going through that, like just clearing stuff, clearing your physical space, clearing your mental space, getting back to routine if you got off of your routines over the weekend. But this is a really good time to reset and reconnect with your intentions for the month. February was a good, I think, we had retrograde, but I feel like it was a good pushing month, good energy to just get some momentum going. This month, I still think it is paying attention to your goals and paying attention to your dreams and moving forward, but I think it's addressing the stuff that's just continuing to need love inside of you, around you, whatever it means for you to move forward. Sometimes it means acceptance, and sometimes it means understanding, and sometimes it's having the hard conversations that maybe you don't want to have. So this is a really good time and a really good evening to sit down with yourself and ask those hard questions, like, who do I want to be? What are the barriers or blocks that are keeping me from being that person? What does that look like on the other side? What are the things that I need to overcome to move forward in my life? So Move Forward March is about you finding ways within yourself, but also just taking really freaking good care of yourself. So if you are somebody who has been so busy and we've been pushing and we've been, full ass February, it's not a bad idea, at least for the next couple of days, to just slow it down, bring it back to yourself, take a good bubble bath, protect your energy. A lot of people are like, okay, what does that even mean to protect my energy? But when we are empathic beings, when we are sensitive people, we can be in a room or in a circumstance and take on the energy of that circumstance. And what it will feel like is you can kind of even just close your eyes and scan your body right now, and just any areas that feel heavy, any areas that feel dense, any areas like maybe your shoulders, or maybe you've got like this heat patch over your chest. Energy can feel a lot like heat. So something really quick and simple that you can do, other than taking up some salt bath, I just saged my entire house. I opened all the windows. It's gorgeous here in South Carolina today. But you can actually literally just wipe it off. I know that sounds ridiculous, but even if you just envision dusting off the energy, I do that sometimes with my head. I'll just go like that. You can actually move energy, because if we think of energy as just this frequency outside of you, you can move it with your hand. So you can literally dust off the bullshit of the week. You can dust off other people's ideas, other people's energy, other people's bullshit that maybe they've been calling you about. And also, this might be a good time to disconnect from people who are weighing you down, or people who are only messaging you when they're having a crisis, or who are calling you incessantly but aren't willing to deal with their own shit. Like, this is a good time for you to look at your surroundings and the people and the supports that are around you. Are there people who are happy to see you succeed? Are there people cheering you on? Are there people who love the shit out of you? Or are there people who are commiserating with you? Because that energy is just as contagious as positive energy. That commiserating, let's all complain together and, connect in that way. And it is a form of connection. And I think that's the trouble with trying to break that, is it can feel like we're connecting if we're bonding over the same bullshit. If we both hate our job and, whatever else, we can talk about that. If we both hate this person, we can talk about that. But let's switch gears this week specifically, okay? I don't care what you do the rest of the month. This week, I want you to dive into your self-care. I want you to have a good night just by yourself. If you have kids, put them to bed at a specific time, Wednesday, whatever day, and I want you to go take a bubble bath. I want you to clear the energy in your house, whether that's sage, Palo Santo, singing bowl, whatever feels right and good to you. Clear the energy. Fresh start. You can spray sage, get a glass bottle, sage essential oil, set the intention to clear the energy, because we all need a good fresh restart for this month. And this is a good reflective month. Again, you're going to come back to, how do I want to feel? What are things impeding me from feeling that way? What are things that I know that make me feel better that I'm simply not doing or not trying to do? So your job right now is just to take really freaking good care of yourself, to get your energy clear, because I promise you, mindset comes after energy. So if you're feeling blocked, if you're feeling I can't get out of my own head, Nichole, I feel like I can't even focus, your job is to work on your energy first. I'm actually going to open up one of my meditations from my comeback course, which I'm going to be re-releasing in a standalone form. But I'm going to open one of those up because there's an energy clearing in that course that is so powerful, and I want everybody to have access to that. So I will post that here tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I am going to be posting content both on here, on my podcast, on my Instagram, and on YouTube. We're going to try to get across all waves. So if you guys have questions or things that you'd love to work on, talk about, let me know, because I definitely want to do more lives. But your goal this week is just to take really good care of yourself. Reflect on how far you've come. I was actually just listening to Elevation Church's what am I trying to say? Their podcast, which was a sermon from yesterday. And he was talking a lot about, like, you know how when you watch a show and everyone's like, oh, you got to get through the first season or two before it gets good, right? And I think that this is kind of the starting of 2021, is we've got to get through the first couple of months to really feel that it gets better, because we're still all on a hangover from 2020. I feel very energetically and emotionally hungover from last year. I don't know let me know if you feel that, because yeah, I mean, we're still on this energy hangover from last year. Last year was really challenging. It was really fear-based. It was really heavy, and we're just trying to clear our way out of it. So this is still a really good time to reflect, to get clear about what you want, to get honest with yourself about what's not working, and to kind of create an action plan for self-care coming into Move Forward March, of how are you going to move forward in your life for real this time? What are you going to do this time that's going to be different? What is your consistency? Last month was, for me, about being consistent, and this month for me is about building on what I know. So set some good intentions for this March. Get an intention to move forward. I'm intending for all of you to move forward in your lives in whatever way has been holding you back. And again, we're not pushing, we're waiting. And not waiting, like waiting in a pool, okay? So we're just letting the waves slowly come in, and we're gonna stand still in our power by coming back and taking really good care of our energy. And I just feel like when we get to April, it's gonna like pop out, and it's gonna be amazing. So I'm sending you all a loving, beautiful blessing for the most wonderful day, for clarity within your life, and for just some overall good hope. So I'm hoping you guys all receive that. Again, let me know if you have any questions or if there's ever days or times that you're like, please pop on. I'd love to join. It's easiest when my kids are at school, so I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, I'm hoping to pop on here around noon a couple times a week and just give you some thoughts for the week. But I hope you guys have a great week. Again, make sure you're subscribed. And if you haven't reviewed my podcast, I would absolutely love a good review. But yeah, we'll go from there. I love you guys. Have a great day. Happy March. Thank you so much for listening to the Rock Your Soul book and podcast. Take a moment to book a one-on-one session with me or purchase my trainings at NicholeEaton.com. Join the Rock Your Soul Facebook group or follow me on Instagram at NicholeEaton.xo. And if you loved this podcast, don't forget to share it. Thank you.